Watch these 6 Star Trek Season 1 episodes to understand Kirk and Spock. The heart of Star Trek. The original series isn't just its interstellar adventures or the moral quandaries faced by the crew of the USS Enterprise. It's the enduring bond between Captain James T. Kirk and Commander Spock. Their friendship is a cornerstone of Star Trek mythology, influencing decades of storytelling across TV, film, and even real-world discussions of leadership and loyalty. If you want to truly understand what makes Kirk and Spock such an iconic duo, Season 1 of TOS offers a masterclass. These 6 episodes show their relationship evolving from professional respect to an unshakable personal connection. 1. The Corbomite Maneuver. If you want to see Kirk and Spock's working relationship in its early stages, the Corbomite Maneuver is essential. Kirk's style here is pure command confidence, blending diplomacy with cunning, while Spock offers a calm, logical counterpoint. The tension between them isn't conflict, but rather the contrast in their instincts. Spock's cold logic urges one course of action, while Kirk's gut tells him another, and yet the captain never dismisses Spock's input. The final moments, revealing the alien threat was a bluff, show that Kirk's leadership thrives on weighing all perspectives, and Spock's steady presence makes that possible. 2. Balance of Terror. This tense submarine-style battle with a Romulan bird of prey is one of TOS's most gripping episodes, and a deep look at Kirk and Spock's shared moral core. The plot pits them against a cunning Romulan commander, and Spock's resemblance to the enemy sparks prejudice from some crew members. Kirk immediately shuts that down, reinforcing his trust in Spock without hesitation. Watching Spock rise above personal attacks to save a crewmate's life says everything about his loyalty to the captain's mission. The unspoken message. Kirk protects Spock from the ship's politics, and Spock repays him with unflinching service. 3. The Galileo 7. When Spock takes command of a stranded shuttle crew, the result is an intense study of his pure logic clashing with human fear and emotion. Kirk spends much of the episode in orbit, torn between orders from Starfleet and his drive to rescue his friend. Spock learns firsthand that command requires more than reason. Sometimes, you have to act on instinct to inspire those under your command. By the time Kirk finally recovers him, the mutual respect between them has deepened. Kirk sees Spock's capacity to adapt, and Spock sees the value in Kirk's human approach to leadership. 4. The Enemy Within. When a transporter accident splits Kirk into good and evil halves, Spock faces a unique challenge: how to support a captain whose strength, decisiveness, and confidence are literally fractured. The episode is a fascinating character study, but it also shows Spock's ability to adapt his loyalty to Kirk's needs rather than his status. Instead of undermining his captain, Spock guides him toward reintegration, always treating both halves as the same man deserving of command. It's one of the earliest signs that Spock doesn't just follow Kirk's orders, he protects Kirk's humanity. 5. The Menagerie, Parts I and II. While primarily a Spock-centered story, the Menagerie is essential for understanding his relationship with Kirk. Spock risks his career and possible execution to help his former captain, Christopher Pike. Kirk is stunned by the lengths Spock will go for loyalty, yet he doesn't leap to judgment. Instead, he trusts that there's all logic to Spock's apparent mutiny. By the conclusion, Kirk not only understands Spock's actions but seems proud to stand beside him in front of Starfleet Command. This mutual trust, even in moments of apparent betrayal, is a hallmark of their bond. 6. Arena. On the surface, Arena is a pulpy adventure about Kirk fighting a Gorn in hand-to-hand combat, but it's also a window into how Spock and Kirk share values. Spock doesn't accompany Kirk to the fight, but his influence is there. The Vulcan respect for life and the belief in choosing mercy when possible. When Kirk spares the Gorn captain, Spock's reaction is telling. He's not surprised. He knew Kirk would make the moral choice. That's the core of their friendship. Not just loyalty, but deep certainty about who the other is at their core. Why these episodes matter. Season 1 of the original series doesn't just introduce Kirk and Spock, it forges their dynamic in ways that resonate throughout Star Trek history. By the time the season ends, they're more than captain and first officer. They're partners in navigating the most dangerous and